All right, guys, this is lesson 10, session 2. It says understanding of division models. Kind of similar like what we did yesterday. See, Kayla has 12 flowers. So we know the total number of flowers that she has. So we're not looking for the total, like in multiplication. Okay? We're looking how many groups or how many in each group. Okay? So Kayla has 12 flowers with 3 vases. Well, how many vases? 3. 1, 2, 3. It says to solve this problem, you will find the number of groups or the number in each group. So technically, do I know how many are in each or how many groups I have? What do I know already? You just said it. How many groups, right? Because she's going to divide the 12 flowers into how many vases? 3. Okay. So I need to put 1 flower in each and keep going until I run out. Okay. 1. Whoops. Not that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So my division equation is going to be what? Nope. First this. First the total. 12 divided by. No. What are the numbers in the problem? 12 divided by 3. It's the numbers in the problem, not how many I have left. Okay, how many in each group? Right. This is going to be part of my division equation. So it's 12 divided by 3. With the model, I'm going to be able to find out how many are in each vase, right? So how many flowers are in each vase? 4. Okay, 4.
Welcome to Moo Math and Science. In this video, I'd like to show how to divide using an array. Before we get started with division, let's learn the difference between a row and a column. A row is horizontal and moves from left to right. Much like on a farm, the crops are in a row from left to right. A column, on the other hand, goes up and down or vertical, much like the columns on a house go up and down or vertical. Okay, let's look at this array. How many rows are there? Well, there are 1, 2 horizontal rows. Next, how many columns are there? Well, there are 3 columns. 1, 2, 3. So first we know the difference now between a row and a column. So here's our first question. 8 divided by 2. When you divide, you're basically figuring out how many groups you are dividing a number into. The 8 is called your dividend, and that is your total number of objects. The 2 is a divisor and tells you how many will be in each group. And then the answer is your quotient, will be how many groups of these. In each of these examples, I'm going to divide them into columns. So let's get started. So let's divide them into columns that have 2 each. So I will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have divided 8 into columns of 2. So to get my answer, or the quotient, I count the number of columns. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 8 divided by 2 equals 4. So let's work another example. We have 12 divided by 3. 12 is your dividend and tells you how many objects I have. So I have 12 objects. The 3, or the divisor, tells me how many will be in each group. Remember, I am putting them in columns, so I will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So all I have left is to count the number of columns, and that will be our answer. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So 12 divided by 3 is equal to 4. I hope that helps with dividing with arrays.
Perfect. All right, let's continue.
Welcome to.
So here it says Mark has 24 oranges to put in bags. He decides to put 6 oranges in each bag. Okay, draw a model. All right, well, I could draw equal groups, right? Okay, or I could do an array. Okay. So if I'm gonna do an array, okay, there's 6 oranges in each bag. So I'm gonna make a row of 6 each and see how many rows I have. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's one row, right? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Did I hit 24 yet? No. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 24? No. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. And then let's see how many rows I have. 1, 2, 3, 4. So then my multiplication equation, my division equation is going to be what? My dividend, which is the number of oranges I have altogether, which is 24 divided by 6. Divided by 6. See, that's my other problem. My other number in the problem. Okay? My answer is going to be, how many rows do I have? How many rows do I have? Listen carefully. I said how many rows, not how many in each row. I already know how many in each row, but I don't know how many rows I have. So because I did the array, I was able to have 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. Okay. So my first number is the total. Okay. My second number, okay, is going to be how many in each row. Okay. And then my answer is going to be how many rows. It says write the division equation for your model. We just did this. There's my division equation. 24 divided by 6 equals 4. It says use words to describe the total number of oranges, number in each group, and the number of groups. Well, we just did that. There are 6 in each group, or in this case, in each row. Okay, and there are 4 groups. Or 4 rows in this case. Okay. So look at this one here. It says draw an array to show 20 divided by 5 equals 4. Okay, an array. Oh, I mean something like this. Okay, there you go. Go ahead and do number 3 for me. Number 3, and then we'll go over it together. All right, we should have something like this. So an array, okay, that means I need to have rows and columns, correct? Okay, what's the total that I should have? 20, my total, I should have 20 altogether if I count every single one of those. Okay, the first one, I could have 5 in each row, or I could just have 5 rows, depends on what you want to do. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This number tells me how many in each row, right? So I'm just going to put 4 in each row, correct? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. Or you might have done this. You might have said, oh, you know what? I'm going to put a 5 in each row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this one's going to say, oh, I need 4 rows then. Okay. So you notice on this one, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. With 5 in each row. This one I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. With 4 in each row. Okay. Are they both correct? Yeah, both are correct. They both have 5s, right? This one has 5 rows, but this one has 5 in each row. Okay. They both have 20 altogether, correct? And they both have 4s. Perfect. Let's move on. Okay. It says draw different arrays, which we kind of did already, huh? 20 divided by 5 equals 4. We did already. Look. We did this array here and then this one right here. Okay. Those are 2 different ways to make 20 divided by 5 equals 4. Sweet. Okay. You can draw. How can drawings of equal groups or arrays, equations, and words all be used to describe what a division problem means? Well, let me show you.
We have 3 different pictures here, and my question to get us warmed up is which of these could represent 20 divided by 4? Pause this video and see if you can figure that out. All right, so let's go through each of these, and actually let's think about what each of them could represent. So how many total circles do we have in this picture right over here? Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we have 4 groups of 4, so 4, 8, 12, 16. So this looks like 16 circles divided into, we could view it as divided into groups of 4. Or we could actually also view it as divided into 4 equal groups, because both of those are true, and we see that that is going to be equal to 4. So this one over here, it's really representing 16 divided by 4, not 20 divided by 4. Now what about this one? Well, let's see. Here it looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this looks like 25 circles divided into groups of 5, or divided into 5 equal groups, which is, of course, equal to 5. So this is 25 divided by 5, not 20 divided by 4. Now, but what about this one? So let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4 groups of 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20. So we definitely have 20 circles there. And we have divided it into 4 equal groups. And so that's exactly what we're talking about, or what we started talking about. This is 20 divided by 4. And you can see when you take 20 and divide it into 4 equal groups, then you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 circles per group. And we're done.
Cool.
Today we are going to learn about division using equal groups. Let's begin with the problem 12 divided by 3. When you divide, you take a larger group and split it into smaller, equal groups. We know that the dividend in a division problem represents the total number of objects. The divisor can tell us how many objects are in each group or how many groups there are. Today, we will focus on the divisor representing how many groups there are. Let's practice. 12 divided by 3 means that I have 12 total objects, and I want to split them into 3 equal groups. I have made my 3 groups. Now, I'm going to put one object in each group until I get to 12. I will use tallies to represent my objects. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Once I'm done placing my objects, or tallies, in each group, I look to see how many objects each group has. 4 tallies are in each group, so 12 divided by 3 equals 4. Let's try another one. 24 divided by 4. Remember, the dividend tells us how many objects there are, and the divisor tells us how many groups to make. So, we have 24 objects, and now we want to split them into 4 equal groups. I have drawn my 4 groups. I am going to place one object or tally mark in each group until I get to 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Now I look to see how many objects are in each group. There are 6 objects in each group, so 24 divided by 4 equals 6.
Cool. And you get the point.
Today we are going to learn about
Awesome.